Hey, hello there. Let's start the week with something relaxing, like some FIXMEs. I have a couple of things here. They're not quite right, and I want to fix in this project. So quick recap, I'm doing OCaml. I'm working on what is going to be an RPG. Some things working already. This is placeholder art. I'm not going to use it. I don't know, I think it was open game art or something like that, or I got it in one of those bundles that I bought in IO. I don't remember right now, but anyway, forget about the art. It's just placeholder. All right, so there are two things here I want to fix. One of them, let's do the easy one, which is the auto bounce. So if we go to the screen, we get an exception. So let's fix it very quickly. In here, I think what we can do, what? So valid argument, whatever is going to be false. No, true is blocked. I mean, super simple. So it's blocked now. Here we go, auto bounce. Is that okay? I think so, because my first idea was to check the bounce, but I mean, the exception is going to be there anyway, so I mean, we just got the exception. What happens then? I guess the downside of doing it like this could be that there could be a bug somewhere, huh? And because, okay, yeah, there you go. That's a problem, right? So we are not going to do this. So if what? So x is an integer, okay. If x, let's do it first, right? If x is less than 0, 0, or y is less than 0, or x is bigger than map child width times map hey, how you doing, Sufi? Hey. What I'm creating, a game. I mean, it will be a game. At the moment, there's not much. Doing pretty all right. Excellent. Me too. Happy Monday. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a game. I'm using SDL, and yeah, today something simple. I'm not sure for how long I'm going to be working, but I want to fix a couple of issues and then potentially start working on something that is going to take me longer. I don't going to be more than an hour today with this. So yeah, I'm checking some auto bounce thing here when I'm checking if a tile is blocked in the map. And yeah, so that is OCaml. Anyway, so with let me see. So the map has width, and why is not suggesting me that? It should be, or y is bigger or equal. It has to be bigger or equal. Not tile 8 times map 8, then this block. Otherwise, all these. Why is complaining about this? Oh, because what I'm passing here is a tile set? No, that's not correct. That's definitely wrong. Oh no, it's in entities. So it's blocked. We pass in map. A map. Yeah, it's completely confused now. So map, please make it be a map. Yeah. All right. So map. We need to get one of the die sets. JavaScript? No. OCaml. OCaml. It doesn't look like JavaScript. Well, I guess it has let, isn't it? Maybe. Alright, so it's not tile width here. It has to be the tile set. When the tile set, but it's absolutely fine. We get the correct tile set. And that's why it was getting confused. Now, because I'm getting now the right thing. Yeah, now I know it's a map. So, okay, so. Okay, we are not getting out of bounds in there. And it's not going to crash in here. Not crashing in here. And because I'm making a silly big map for testing for whatever reason. We need to go working for a long time. Okay, that's okay, but we have found another bug. Okay, so this one, this is fine. I'm going to keep it. So and then there is a problem here. And the problem is pixelated graphics for a reason. Yeah, for a good reason, because I don't know, it's kind of easier. I don't have a graphic artist, no, I'm just making it on my own. I find it easier, at least. Okay, let me see what's wrong with this. I think the problem is when we are calculating it's not the renderer, it's the viewport. The viewport is wrong. The viewport is wrong. And I think it's going to be this. So fx is the x position minus the width of the viewport, right? So if it's bigger, then the width of the tile width, so that's the size of the map in pixels minus the width of the viewport. Is that correct? Fair enough. Do I need a graphic designer? I don't know. Maybe. This is wrong. Okay, we're going to do something. Because the map is super big, because I'm using a map from a different project. So let's make the map smaller. And that is going to be size map. So instead of being 200, 120, sorry, 120, which is too much. We can do maybe 60. 60 by 60. Is it still too big? Yeah, it's still too big. For testing, definitely too big. 40 by 40. No, smaller. 30 by 30. Okay, let's try. All right, it's definitely wrong, isn't it? And is it happening also if we go down? No, if we go down, it crashes. I mean, the hunch I have is that will fix it, but it doesn't, so that's not the problem. Oh no, no, yeah, I did 2 times. Huh? What's wrong? So, okay, so fx is the focus x. So we calculate the maximum of whatever is the x minus. So if it's less than 0, it's going to be 0, which is working okay when we go to this side, which is what is happening right now. It doesn't wrap around this side, and it doesn't wrap around going up. So this is fine. And then what we're doing is fx plus no, because we are doing, so we want it to be in the middle, right? So it's going to be the width of the viewport half. We want to have half on the left and half on the right. But if the focus of x plus that half is bigger than the map width times the tile width, then we add out of bounds. So what we're doing is get map width times tile width minus the width. Otherwise, we keep whatever we calculated. And then we do the viewport. Could it be that this is wrong here? So, so we get x and we get it in tiles. Or is it x? The map x. Okay, so this is in tiles, and this is the offset. What's going on? So it's wrapping around. So it should move the character to the edge. So this guy should be in this side here, and we shouldn't be. So the focus is wrong. This has to be wrong. But obviously I don't see it. So map width times width times side width. This is the horizontal length of the map in pixels. So by subtracting W, which is the size of the viewport, means that we tried this and that didn't make a difference, though I think it should. I'm confused. I mean, it's possible that this is right, this is correct, but the problem is in the render, that I have made some mistake here, but I don't see how, because, I mean, it could be. Okay, so when we render in the layer, we render layer, we get from 0, 0, render H, and we go to mx minus 1. Then mh is so this doesn't make sense. We just can't do this, right? So that should be the same. Is that how the map looks? Yes, it is. So no, it's going to crash. I can't go that way. Yeah, okay. So in here, so that was not right. I was adding one extra when it was not needed. So width height for the viewport, and the XX and XY is the offset. So it has to be in the limits, isn't it? So X is in what? X and Y is tiles. MH is in tiles. And it kind of makes sense because I use it here to get the tile, right? Which is X plus the map X, well, yeah, X and Y here. Correct, that's fine. So I wonder, it has to be this limit, right? X, Y, this looks fine. Change that. So we're going back to the viewport. The viewport has to be wrong. I don't see why it's wrong. So I mean, this is the length in pixels minus the width that we're passing here. And that's going to be correct, right? Because otherwise, or maybe not. So set viewport. And so with a height, right? Which is the same. That doesn't change anything. Okay. So that seems pretty fine. I don't see what's wrong with this. Okay, so I have implemented this before in C. Did I make a mistake? Let's look at a different piece of code and maybe I can see what's wrong. So set viewport. So width and height of the game, yeah, correct. Which is the viewport. We pass in those parameters in the other one. So we get the max, yeah, it's the same. Okay? So the max x, but minus width divided by 2, the height divided by 2 or 0. All right. Then if that fx we calculated plus the width of the viewport divided by 2 is bigger than the map width multiplied by the tile width, then is the map width, the tile width minus width. It's the same. Right? Well, it's not the same because it's not working. So, could it be a problem with the render? Aha. Could it be? But I don't see why. I mean, it looks okay to me. So, what it could be wrong? It has to be in the limits, isn't it? Because we're going over the limit. So the limit for horizontal, which is here, is if x is less than map width. Yeah, but it's completely different because in this one is actually in C, so it's imperative, and here it's functional, so I'm doing it recursively, and because it's a recursive function, it looks very different. So let's look at it. So essentially, render layer, we pass a layer, fine. So we have a function, recursive function, which is render height. So in render height, we pass x and y. So we start in 0, 0, because we start rendering the top left corner. Then we call render width, which is the actual one that is rendering a line. So basically, we're going to have a function that renders lines horizontally, and it runs for a number of vertical lines, and that vertical lines is controlled here. So it calls itself whilst y is less than the map height. What is map height? Map height is the height of the viewport divided by the size of the tile. So that's in tiles. And x is tiles as well. Because we get in the tiles from the layer, which is in tiles. So it's always tiles. Render tile, we pass the tile, and then we pass x and y. And then in here, render layer, no, render tile. Render tile is fine, that's not the problem. It has to be in here, in the limits. We get in the right tile, so it has to be the limit. Why is this wrong? This is wrong because y, so x is map width. Map width is the width of the viewport divided by tiles. So the only explanation is that mx and my are wrong. And for mx and my be wrong, this has to be wrong, because that's what we said, the viewport x and y. I don't see it. Why is this wrong? I mean, a different way of doing this will be ts tile width, right? And then oh no, because that would be no. Stop. We need it in pixels. The viewport is in pixels, not in tiles. It's in pixels because here is when we convert to tiles, right? So this is wrong. And it could be that this is not right. Map width, tile width. Because the map width is not in tiles. Could it be that? Tile width. So width is 30. Now it is in tiles. It is in tiles. Is that true when I load the map? Did I break that? So width and height is an integer. I didn't do anything with it. And this thing here is returning a map, isn't it? Yeah, it returns a map. So result, it can be a map or an error. So it's a map. And we also set in the width and height of the viewport already here. Here we set in the viewport. Okay, so it's not that, that's not it. But it's definitely going too far. So, I mean, I'm doing this. Oh. When I'm doing this, it shouldn't wrap. So if it doesn't wrap, it's because it's not getting here, right? Fail with a, or we can just print instead. Let's print. Print a line. Yep. And how I do this? Print a line has type string to unit. Print. It's not print a line. I don't know OCaml, by the way. Print the string for a new. Okay, so we print it here. And then how do I do to now? Okay, so I have this. Damn it. Fail. I mean, I can use assertion as well. Okay, it's not going to allow me to edit here. I don't believe. Can I use assert? Oh, okay. We can do let whatever equals print the line a in. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, come on, that's pretty bad. All right, okay. So we go to there, and it's not hitting it. So this is wrong. Because that's wrong. And this is how it should be. There you go. Fixed. Is that right? Why it looks so ugly right now? One thing I don't know completely sure I like about OCaml format is that sometimes it goes like this, like, oh come on, make it look nice, and it's not. It's because this one is too long, and then it's whatever I do is going to go there. Anyway, fine. Okay, so now if I go down, it shouldn't crash because I fixed it. No, it crashes. So that's a little bit of a problem, but I'm getting there. Oh, it's still wrong. So is this wrong? Is this right? Actually, let's do something so we know that we got to the edge, shall we? No, not in base, yeah. So this is the edge. And this is the edge. Okay, so that is fine. Okay, I know what it is. is because when we are rendering, we're rendering one extra. Because what? So index auto bounds, it has to be in here because it's at rendering, because we fixed this one, right? Did we? If x is bigger or equals height and height, then it's locked. So it's not getting there. So, and according to my theory, if I do this, because we're going to check one down. Oh, but do you see that? It did draw it, but then it's drawing one extra. So I think it is because, oh, okay, so it's kind of surprising. So my C code is wrong. So this is wrong. This is wrong. Or maybe it's not. It's just that I'm rendering here differently. Here it always goes, so is x plus mx, and mx is divided, yeah, the main y is divided, and the s is the modulo. Yes, it's the same. This is wrong. Because, yeah, it's wrong. And we can probably verify that. Would this even work? Yeah, it does. But it's not going to, is it going to fail? Well, it depends on the map. No, it's not going to fail because, okay, if I do, if we open this, yeah, because it's the same thing. See, the map is huge, but the code is still wrong. So if we resize the map, just to be completely sure, let's do the same. Not 30, 40, and 40 here. And I probably need to make it so we can walk down there. So we can do this very quickly. And in blocked, we can just change this. I mean, it's going to crash 100%. And yeah, see if I can find it now. And I can close this one. Okay. Let's make home. Oh yeah, I don't have the dependencies. Oh no, I don't need to compile. I just change the map, right? Okay. Alright, okay. So if I go to the bottom, it crashes. Okay, I'm happy now. So this C code is rubbish. There is a bug in here. I'm not going to fix it now. I don't care really about that project, but so that's okay. That makes more sense. So it is fixed now. So this side is fixed. Now in this one, it's not. Why not? It is because we probably drawing I think I know what it is. In order to do the scroll, right? So when we move, I think what I'm doing is that I'm drawing one extra row, and that's what is crashing it. So how do I do this? So I'm doing one extra row, which is again this limit here, which is wrong. So my weight, my height, oh, it is the problem set in the viewport. Yeah, it's the problem is set in the viewport. So essentially, so what is the change that we make here? Yeah, correct. So I guess we can just add one row. Will that work? It doesn't change anything here, but I don't think that's the right one. Okay, so we go down. No, that's not it. Okay, I'm just blind right now. I need to think what is going on, if I need to fix it. So, I mean, it looks like the way I'm calculating the viewport now is correct, right? I mean, we can probably so let viewport equal to this. No, because I need to print them. I don't. Did I have the derive thing? Okay. I think I put something in one of the first sessions. I was investigating. Yeah, okay, so okay, so derive this thing. Derive. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is, can I make an easy way to print this? Yes, I think I can. All right. So that means that I can print the viewport now. Okay, so I can do let equals to print a line show viewport, and then we pass this view, right? I don't know if this is going to work. Okay. Okay, that shows the viewport, right? Correct. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, is that correct? Yeah, because is that correct? No, it's not. No, yes it is. I don't know. I think it may not be, because if the width is 320, what is the map width? Yeah, 320. This is not right. Are we doing double? I am doing double. I think I am. Alright. No, yeah, of course not. Because what? No. I don't see it. Okay, so the value of x is the offset of the map. So when it's 16, basically we move one tile to the right. So it stops in 160. And the map size is 30. So 30 times 16, okay, minus 160 is 320. So that is correct. And then we said 30 as well. Yeah, for the height. So 30 for the height. And so we have 192. So it has to be 288, the limit, 288, all right? But without 288, it crashes. So that means that is going to be a problem in the render, I'm assuming. If I do this, it stops crashing. Yeah, that's the problem. See the button now? Here. So it's going to work. It's not going to crash. Huh? But we need to render one extra. Always. So we can do this. And then... it is happening the same with the X. I wonder, I think it is probably happening, but it's not causing a problem because the map wraps. See, it's the same problem. Okay, so I think what we can do is in here, the valid argument, and we set it to what tile? Tile 0. And that's it. I mean, I'm absolutely happy with that. Is that causing any problems? No, it's not. And it doesn't matter what tile we use. So I'm using 0, which is this brush here, right? But it's completely irrelevant because it's not being drawn. It's not going to be drawn, right? Does it have a problem if we go to the corner, to the bottom? No, we're not going to see it ever. Okay, so this is fixing two things. We don't need this anymore. Okay, so and in here we're fixing two things. And the things we're fixing is we are also what? Also what? Also bounds when I don't know how to explain it, but so essentially we could be adding one border. I don't know, it's fine the way I did it. This fix is fine. Okay, so that was unexpected because we fixed a problem that I was not trying to fix. That took longer than expected. The other thing I wanted to do now is I want to track what direction the character is facing, because for now I'm using just this placeholder animation, but I want to support action, and when you press the A button on the controller or the Z key on the keyboard, the action has to be in the tile in front of you, the character, and for that I need to track the direction. So that means that I need to know, oh, there's another thing I want to change. Let me change that first. So, because the way I put it here is if you try to do diagonal, it doesn't register any movement. And I think I don't like it. I don't think I like that. So I think for the X axis, we're going to check only left and right. And for the Y axis, we're going to only check up and down. Which means that, which is more consistent with the behavior I have seen in other games. So if I do diagonal, now it does diagonal, and that's no, I don't want that because it's tile based. I don't like that. Not at all. Is that awful? I mean, one way of fixing it could be like this. Oh, sorry. And I typed the same thing. All right, okay. So in that way, you do the diagonal. It takes up and down as priority. No, I don't like it. So if I press right then down, it keeps down. It should keep the one that is pressing. And I think that's what the direction is going to be used for. Okay, so direction is going to be left, right, up, down. Oh, so the direction is facing. Oh, now it could be direction. Then we call it here facing direction. And then other things are broken because things. So facing down, everybody's happy now. And then in here, and we can do what can we do? So facing is going to be up, down, left, and right. And then in the state, and facing. And in here it's going to be whatever it was facing already. So, right? So what would be nice is that I mean, we could be facing when we press the key, and no. I mean, this is marginally better, but it's not better. Okay, so we could be changing the way we face. You know, you could be facing in the direction that you're trying to move. So we first face. So you press up. If you're not facing up, you face up. And then if you're facing up and you keep pressing up, then you move up. And you know, is that fixing anything? No, because you move left, let me think. No, it doesn't matter. I think I'm going to keep it the way it was, so I'm going to do, for now, pause, right, pause, for now, and then I think about this. at a different time to see how I can make it look, feel nicer. Not look, feel. Sorry, yeah, that's not what I wanted. And then we do all this. And this. So it doesn't do diagonal, and the facing is being updated. Yeah, but I'm not completely sure how it's going to play this for the controller. If you do a diagonal by accident, maybe with the controller it plays better than with this, but okay, so is that true? This is not true. This is not okay. Close, but no. Okay, because this is update the state with the controller, but I want this to happen without the entities. Match 80 position and facing. Yeah, I change it. It's fun. This is not really the right place to do this. Yeah, because this is going to be, so this function is only used by the player. And I want all the entities to track which way they're facing, right? See, if it's idle, then do this. If it's player and it's whatever, then whatever. But in here, if the state is working, and what do we do is map blocked? No, we're going to keep it. And the reason for that is that if you are facing something that is blocked, you still need to change the way you're facing. So that is correct. We still want to change it. And what happens with the other? So the other, I think the other entities have to do the same. When they check for block before doing the working. Or what? Because we don't want to change the state working if we can't, right? We shouldn't. Let's leave it for now, like this. I want to think more for today. Are we going to remember? I'm going to remember about this. I mean, will be redundant, but when we're doing the working state, And also this is doing diagonals as well. And maybe that's the solution. Anyway, let's do something. Because at the moment this supposed diagonal, and I don't want to support diagonals because it's tile based and it looks weird. So maybe this is the one that, no, because yeah, you can, if you put the destination X and Y, it has to do diagonal. So the problem is not here. And I guess we could be setting the direction here, because if you're working, but I think it's better to do the state independently like I did here. But the problem with the diagonal, I still don't know what to do. So when I press up, so I'm pressing left and right. If I press up, it stops moving. And I would like to continue moving in that direction. But that's something to fix next day, because I'm done for today. Yeah, it was a little bit weird finding that bug and fixing it. I'm glad that I fixed that. I mean, it's not good that the code I'm using as a reference is actually wrong. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Those things happen, right? Cool. That's all for today. I'm not sure if Sophie Hey is still there, but see you next time maybe. Bye now. Bye.